gas this whole time.
Beep.
And it bumps right as you hit the beep. Damn it! Alright, well, while I get fucking blinded by the sun. You put a goddamn, map up in mine. I can't even put this down.
So you can watch.
I thought you were gonna just pull it down and have that fall in my face like a jackass.
You still
I'm
see?
freed. Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Great.
Now that we're driving directly into the sun?
I guess that means we're heading west. Anyway, we are currently on the final 50 miles of I-95 South. So, I wanted to document this because I don't think anyone has ever actually seen the end of this road before. Ever. We're the first.
And it will be us. We will discover it now.
Is there really a leprechaun that hands you your tax? Wait, is there really a leprechaun that hands you your tax return for the year at the end of this road?
God, I hope not.
That'd be nice. Imagine if someone could just file your taxes for you.
I'm gonna get killed by the ARS.
The ARS?
IRS.
The LRS, Leprechaun.
LRS. Leprechaun Revenue Society. Society? Service. Something.
Who knows? Anyway, we're gonna try to keep this stable. This is not a stable road. It's 95. Anyone in the eastern area of this country knows what 95 is. No.
This thing is splaunched onto my windshield. If my car shakes, it shakes. I don't know what to do about that.
Buy a more stable thing, I guess. But,
alas.
the office supply store we got this thing from was basically on the verge of being a crack house. So, unfortunately, can't expect the best quality.
Sponsored by Peanuts.
We're not sponsored.
Just the concept of Peanuts. We are sponsored by nature.
Maybe. Yeah, so this is going to... I need to stop saying yeah, so this is going to be our first longer podcast thing. So what do you want to talk about?
How much you hate 192.
Oh, yes! I've been meaning to talk about 192, and there is no better format for it. So allow me to tell you a secret, viewers. Part of the reason we're on this trip is to see if there's anywhere we'd prefer to live than where we currently do.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I was thinking, man, Florida looks really nice. I love the aesthetic of Florida. Florida looks great. If you were able to look around, which we aren't, but I'm sure you've seen enough if you're actually following this channel. Hi, Joe.
I put on my cool man shades.
That might not age well, but
Oh well.
regardless, Florida's beautiful. I was like, man, what's the downside here? And then we got onto 192. It's not an interstate, it's a highway in Florida, a main highway. Take 95 if you would. Add stop signs every quarter mile.
And red lights every 5 feet.
Make it so that the only way to get anywhere is to make a U-turn through 4 lanes of traffic. Take Florida drivers into this equation. Watch as a fucking semi-truck makes a U-turn in front of you like it's a Cadillac. The highway is split, and I have no clue where the fuck we're going now, so that's great.
Cool. That's probably fine.
It looks like we're getting right back on. We probably just dodged a 75-cent toll.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway.
Astounding.
I want to get over to the right, but of course we've got a jackass passing on the right. I'll speed up a little, actually. It's kind of
Don't drive over the plastic poles. Minimum fine of $165, plus your car will be fucked.
Don't? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that man fucking did it. You see the remains of a tire in it.
There's a whole bunch of plastic poles set up here that, you wouldn't think you'd hit with your car, and yet they've put a straight-up warning here to not go over it. These don't look movable. God, whatever.
That's fine.
Anyway, 192. It took, actually, an hour to get 5 miles down.
It's not even false. That's just how long
it was. There's the stoplights are so needlessly long, and you will hit all of them because it's a highway that has a stoplight cycle. Oh my god!
If you hit one red light, you're hitting every red light,
and it will only be green for 40 seconds at a time. So, yeah. On top of that, everywhere that you could possibly want to go will be hell because there are constantly cars merging in. Oh, because on both sides are complexes and, plazas full of shit. So there's a lot of commerce there that people need. The people will go to this commerce and have to turn out directly onto the highway. Say that you need to make a right, because there are no lefts, there's only U-turns and rights.
Yep.
You'll have to deal with the fact that there's probably at least 4 jackasses currently trying to get into that rightmost lane, assuming they don't cut across it at a pure diagonal and immediately make a U-turn.
Remember, this is Florida driving, so if it's on the left side of the road, too fucking bad. You're driving past it, and then you're gonna make a U-turn like a jackass and drive back.
Yeah. Oh my god. There's also so many cars on this road. Like, full stop. We're in a pretty off time at the moment, and it's still not quite packed, but it's like a 4-lane, 5-lane highway.
It's 5 o'clock on a...
Oh,
Friday?
Shit, it's 5?
Yes.
Even outside of when it's 5, it's still packed.
It's been packed all day.
There's no noticeable difference between right now and when we were driving at, 1.
Yeah.
Hell, even when we've been driving at, 11 p.m., it's been pretty busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, 192 is the single worst part of Florida that we've experienced. That and just the general amount of people. It's got me excited to go further west. Hey, only the first one was accidental. I've got a speech impediment. It's got me excited to go further west and to really see the country and, have 100-mile stretch of road with 3 cars on it. It's just a single-lane highway. It's a single-lane highway that goes both ways because it's used that rarely.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Still, Oh, how have you felt about Florida? We've been here for 3-4 days now. We're going to be here for a bit longer, but what's your first initial impression?
How do I feel about Florida? I like that it's warmer than it is back at home, as home gets obliterated by a blizzard.
Yeah.
But, honestly, I'm just kind of eh. I like the place. It's just kind of similar to home, in a way.
I've also found it very difficult to actually talk to people here. Everyone's either a tourist or working, and the few places where you go out aren't really, at least for us, we've not found a nice sit-down bar to talk with people.
Yeah, we'll find one eventually.
Yeah, because despite the name of this channel, or maybe because of it, part of our goal is to get more social and comfortable talking with people. That's not going to happen when no one fucking wants to talk to you.
Ain't that a bitch. Do not stop, says the sign. Do not stop.
I guess they had people stopping to get their plates, or to get the Easy Pass toll. Oh, we're almost to Miami.
We're getting close.
Yeah, 95 South does end in Miami.
Does it?
Yeah, cool. And then it turns into a road that goes down the Keys, which is a bunch of islands. Honestly, if we reached the end of it, we would have hit the most southern point of United States, or at least eastern United States. Texas might go a little further south, but I don't know. Semantics.
Geography hard.
I've never looked at a map in my life. I don't even know for sure we're in America.
He's stupid.
Oh, we probably want to talk about something a little more chill for a podcast. Oh, I know. Let's talk about something political. What's the stand your ground laws in Florida?
No!
No, but really, what are the stand your ground laws here?
You actually want me to find out?
I actually want you to find out because I'm curious.
Alright.
If we get attacked, despite the fact that we have no gun, no, really, this isn't just me bullshitting, we don't have a gun, can we shoot someone?
This question was because I'm looking for a place to live eventually after this trip.
Yes.
And I was curious as to what the laws were. Help me.
I mean, it's a good question and a good topic. Let's learn a little about each state we're in.
Okay.
Because, the locals of Florida are literally tourists. There are no locals here. There's tourists. There's tourists in these anxiety-inducing plastic guards. Alright. Yeah, my overall impression of Florida is it's not really my vibe, but I love the area. I want to do more tennis here, is what I wish to do, but I think that's in Miami, which is where we're going right now. So, you know, I'll get my chance.
Florida was the first state to pass the stand your ground law.
Yeah, I told you there was stand your ground law in Florida.
Do you need to retreat though?
I mean, I think duty to retreat isn't bad.
I don't like it.
Depends on how rigorously it's applied. Because there's some places where I have a duty to retreat if I reasonably can. And then there's other places where it's like, alright, well, you could have parkoured up that wall and escaped. Why didn't you? He is engrossed in his reading.
You wanted me to find out.
I do want you to find out.
It seems that it is stand your ground.
Yeah.
Which means no duty to retreat.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are threatened with bodily harm,
you may stand your ground.
Use what you have at your whatever resources you have at your disposal to defeat your assailant.
Not kill.
Defeat.
Stand your ground is often misconstrued.
Foot! That says F
Foot? What?
Fucking tall.
To Sunrise Boulevard, foot.
Great. Alright, so we're gonna get told a foot. Damn it.
Damn it, we can only bring Andrew here once.
Why does it just say foot?
I don't know. To Sunrise Boulevard, foot.
I don't know. Foot. Great. FDOT. Oh, FDOT.
Oh, FDOT.
Florida Department of Transportation.
Alright.
That doesn't help.
Well, that's how far away you are.
That's supposed to be a toll number.
It is.
Okay.
FDOT. Figure it out.
You get charged the entirety of the Florida Department of Transportation. Transformation. No.
You get charged their whole budget?
Yeah,
of
their
$3.
whole budget. Yeah. Probably.
Can you give me a water? I'm choking on nut. Mixed
Yeah,
nut.
no, okay.
Our sponsor is trying to kill me. I didn't say enough good words about it.
No! It's so far away! Got it.
Ooh. Besides, podcasts are normally fairly chill.
Are we chill?
I am never chill. I'm an anxious bundle of nerves. At all times.
Got it. Ah, the small dickmobile. There it is.
There's a truck with two wheels in front of us. Can anyone tell me, is there a noticeable benefit to having a truck that's double-wheeled?
The
Like...
the 6-wheel trucks where
Yeah.
it's the fucking 2 in the front and then double wheels in the back.
2 in the front, and then 2 pairs of 2, or 2 pairs
2. Yeah.
of 2 in the back. Yeah, that's actually correct.
Yeah.
That sentence sounded really stupid.
It sounded dumb, but it was true. I'm blind again.
The sun is fighting to be in our eyes.
Not a problem for me. It's a problem that I show up pure white. And so do you.
Ghosts across America.
It is what it is.
We actually never got that stove open. We died.
We died horrifically. Oh no, we're alive again.
Alright, cool.
Lovely.
Yeah. So we're lingering around Florida. I think we're gonna try to find jobs to do. DoorDash is an option, but we made $6 in today because it's
$6.
It's hard to find a place to DoorDash here, oddly enough. We're hoping to eventually try a thing called Tasker or TaskRabbit. I don't know.
Oh, we're about to be somewhere busy.
Oh shit.
And by busy, I mean like 10 seconds from now.
Oh, I know. But we're going through... I mean, at this point, we'll hit the end of 95, and then we'll either turn around or go to the end of the Keys and turn around.
One
Like-
of the keys.
So, like I said, I talked about my list of goals and all that I have. One of them is hit the end of 95.
Yeah.
Because it was the first road I knew we'd be taking all the way down. And I want to know what's at the end. Maybe there's a little kiosk I'd buy like a keychain at. I'd pick it up. Be a keychain that's actually fucking worth something.
Sure.
I'll buy you one too.
Why?
Because you don't have anything on your keys. They look naked.
I like them like that.
No. You need a shitty keychain.
Damn it. The only thing I have on my keychain is my car key, my home key, and your car key.
Ooh, I know. Talk about our time working at Amazon. They only almost killed you 3 times.
Okay. We'll talk about my time at Amazon.
I was there for a bit, which is why he has my car key.
So we're gonna call it an Amazon.
Why?
So Bezos doesn't break my legs. So my time working at Undescript Warehouse was spent lifting objects that weighed over 50 pounds. Because it was an XL facility, which just means extra large.
Not
So
the facility, the items you move.
Yeah. And then they figured, hey, this guy, that guy over there, him, Eric, that guy, he can probably drive a forklift. So they trained me on forklift. And I did okay.
And then they returned him to the wild.
They put me back in the ground for a while. And then when he could probably drive a reach truck as well. We need those. So they put me on a reach truck. And then they went, we don't have enough people driving reach trucks. We're gonna banish him to the shadow realm and make him drive a reach truck for 12 hours a night. And so I did.
I was there. Every so often I'd see him drive by at 4 miles per hour, slower than walking speed.
Well, no, because what they did is they speed locked the goddamn reach truck to 3 miles an hour. So you have to sit there like an asshole as people walk faster than your machine can go. As you sit there driving for probably like a quarter mile, a half mile-ish. At 3 miles an hour. Like a dickhead. Up until you drive for a certain amount of hours. And then you get a speed bonus. You get to go 4 miles an hour instead of 3. So you only kind of look like an asshole.
At their best, I think they go 5 or 6. 5.
Reach trucks hit 5.
So 5 is actually fairly respectable. At that point, you're moving. Like,
you get to almost move.
Yeah, you're faster than most people's walking pace. 4 is about even. 3, you are quite literally just slowly
creeping along.
Like, you're basically a Zamboni.
And remember, you're supposed to work at this tempo.
Yup. Which is fine. Until you realize they compare rates.
Yeah, they measure your rate and they go, why are you going so slow? I'm like, maybe it's because I'm stuck at 3 miles an hour.
Oh no, it was the best.
Maybe it was because I wasn't actually trained how to do the job.
So,
maybe it was a mixture of these two.
So I was there too. And I've always been a little bit more assertive with this type of stuff. So they said, hey, we want you on pit machine. And I went, but I'm on outbound. And they would go, okay, but we need you on pit. And I'd go, okay, if you really, really need me, I'll get on pit. But I'm on outbound. Why do you want to be on outbound so bad? Nobody fucking likes outbound. Outbound is terrible. I liked outbound because all it was is you got to sit there and load trucks. And on top of that, by sucking the dick of management a little bit, I managed to get basically excluded from being rate tracked because they would always see me working and I would do things that couldn't be measured, like fix up trucks. And, you know, I really didn't actually get any bonuses out of this. I just worked and they left me alone because of that.
Yeah.
Because most people didn't work. But, yeah. So I would just kind of vibe there in outbound, working at a steady pace for the 12 hours, having fun, talk with some people. I couldn't stand pit because pit you were alone.
Yep. And you're not allowed to listen to music. Safety concern.
You're not even allowed to have your phone out, which, you know what, at least I understand that. But
I get that part, but holy shit, let me put in earbuds. I'm on a fucking pit for 12 hours by myself.
It's basically an isolation chamber. where it's an isolation chamber where they will occasionally radio you to bitch at you. In his case,
in my case specifically. So what I started doing is turning my radio off and be like, oh no, my battery died.
So just there's their two conflicting points of view. I was there moving things that were blatantly too heavy to be allowed to be moved. Like, there were 250-pound tables that I'd look at and I'd go, I think I could get this on a dolly. And then eventually, the one manager saw me doing this often enough that they went, what the fuck is going on? And I went, I'm moving my table. That can't be. No, it wasn't put on a pallet. You're meant to move this like this.
Yep. Because it would break the pallet.
I single-handedly got the entire rules of outbound changed by
being retarded.
By being stupid. Yep. On top of that, we were
almost claimed by a billiards table.
There was a 320-pound billiards table. And for some reason, they sent him to outbound, which they stopped doing. One, because they wanted to keep him forever, and two, because they just stopped sending people to outbound.
They sent us to outbound whenever... So, quick aside. Inbound, items coming into the building. My department. Outbound, things going out of the building.
Onto
his
trucks.
Department. That's kind of where that ends. So, whenever inbound didn't have stuff to do, because we weren't getting items, they would ship us over to outbound, or they'd send us home.
Until they got bored of sending them over to outbound. Then it stopped.
Yeah, then they just decided we got to sit around for a while.
You never know.
I didn't.
Maybe
I was on a pit.
You.
So, they sent me over to outbound. We get the fucking random encounter of this 300-pound billiards table, which isn't on a pallet, so lift it, asshole. So we look at each other and go, this looks like death. So we're going to throw it on a dolly. Or try to. So we tried to. We got it on the dolly through great effort and through great pain.
Basically, both of us picked a corner, lifted, stabilized it, tilted it onto the dolly. We got it standing up on a dolly, and we go, all right, well, now we need to tilt it back and move it. So we each put one arm on the dolly. I used my right, he used his left, and one arm on the billiards table to try to not let it crush us and not let it kick the dolly out, which would have been
worse.
Quite literally, if you played Sekiro, it would just be death. And then it's like, well, can we res it? No, it turned red. Fuck.
It would just be a fail state. So, we got to push this halfway across the warehouse because I looked at the gun and the gun said, hey, go all the way to the other side of the warehouse, dickhead.
Barcode scan gun.
Yeah.
So imagine, if you would, 160 pounds spread across two people, tilting to try to crush them. And we're just pushing it at about 1 to 2 miles an hour.
2 miles an hour.
Through this warehouse as people gape, wondering what the fuck we're doing.
People look, do not help.
They're just
not
walking
one
by like,
person went, hey, I'll help you with that. No. That didn't happen.
We get it to the truck with no incident, but progressively more and more panicked breathing.
As our strength wanes.
It goes onto the truck and one of the wheels gets caught. And it catches the corner of this billiards table, flinging it to the side. To which I see him basically hulk his one arm and just be like, and catch it and put it against the side of the truck.
Because my only other option was die. So I guess fight or flight was like, hey, well, here's enough adrenaline to figure you out.
We get the billiards table into the truck and we stabilize it, and we just start hysterically laughing.
Because it was like, it's like escaping the clutches of death. And we just start laughing, because it's either that or crying.
I think that it's like, oh man, we need to quit Amazon at that point. But
wasn't that immediately when I slept on fucking soap?
No, it gets better. We get it to the very back of the truck, set it up, and then as we go to walk away, there's laundry detergent or some shit.
Somebody fucking spilled laundry detergent in the damn truck. I made it through the entire battle against the fucking billiard table and immediately defeated by laundry detergent. I slip and just fucking obliterate my kneecap.
I can still hear that noise in my head.
Crunch of my knee imploding against metal.
It was bone against, like, hardwood truck, and ugh.
So I was just like, oh, okay, well, fuck.
Not a comfortable sound to relive.
So he's like, what happened? I'm like, ow. So I get taken to what is medical, which is a closet that has Band-Aids in it.
Oh, didn't you bitch to a safety officer there as well?
I talked to a safety officer, and the safety guy's like, what? What do you mean there's detergent in it? What do you mean nobody cleaned it up? Didn't they TDR this truck? I'm like, guess not. So I think someone was beaten for that.
Yeah. That safety guy actually quit. Safety entirely gave up by the time we left there.
Well, because we had management that would go, safety isn't your boss, I'm your boss, and I tell you to do this.
Right. So anyway, I vibed in Outbound. Outbound was a little bit fucked, but overall, I single-handedly brought in VTO, voluntary time off, meaning if it's a slow day, you could leave. Actual safety standards, truck safety standards for loading, although safety standards for truck loading sucked. It literally went from, oh, stack to 6 feet, to, oh, stack to 3 feet, to, oh, we're doing 4 feet now. Oh, we're back to 6 feet now.
No, that's just how it worked. That's just how it went. Inbound and outbound, they do that shit.
Well, yeah, that's why. Because truck standards would change. It was like, all right, well, we're not fitting enough on this truck, stacked to 6 feet. Oh no, somebody got injured. 4 feet.
Womp womp.
Oh no, we're not fitting. This was perpetual. It never ends.
It's a pendulum. It would swing one way, not storing enough. Swing the other way, injury. Going the other way, not storing enough. Going the other way, injury.
So anyway,
whoops.
I was vibing in Outbound. I just would have 12-hour working, and if I ever got tired, they'd let me be. Like, if I just said, guys, you've had me pushing 100-pound big cages full of items into... Basically, there was an unloading area. So we'd have the machines drop cages off with a couple 100 pounds of shit in it, oftentimes overloaded. And those cages would be wheeled so that they were in a more convenient spot to take off, put on dolly, put on truck. And that job of moving them sucked.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, sure you could push it and add wheels, but it was like 200 pounds, 300 pounds. Because, as I said, XL facility. Can you move at least 50 pounds? Great. Double that.
Yep.
Honestly, we could probably sue, but...
I probably should have.
You should have.
3 times.
When you fell, you actually should have just sued Jeff Bezos. Amazon's not going to fight you on it.
Because I got ouched like 3 times.
Yeah?
I got hit by that treadmill. Because they sent me to Outbound, and Outbound was doing their thing. They were like, oh, stack to 6 feet. I was one of the pendulums where they lowered it down to 3 feet.
Yeah.
Because some jackass decided a 250-pound treadmill went on top of a fucking mattress.
Jackass over here.
So I was like, that's a horrible idea. And they went, no, that's fine. Just help me lift it up.
Right.
And I went, what?
So we're working at this facility together. I'm vibing in Outbound, and every day I'm leaving, and I'm like, oh, that was a nice shift. A little boring, though. I want to do more with my life. How about you?
Guttural pain from my end. Inbound, they would crack the whip at you every 5 minutes.
It wasn't all of Inbound. It was just you.
Just me. Now, if you were on the ground, you were fine. You were in the golden lands. If you were on the pits, you got the whip cracked at you. Because you weren't tracked unless you were on the pit. So unless you're on the reach truck, like me, you were getting dicked. And these motherfuckers did not have object permanence.
Perdience?
I'm sorry, I saw Pleasure Emporium and my brain entirely turned off.
Turn off! No, we've got a goal here.
So, if you're on the pit, you were fucked. What they would do is they would go, hey, how much did you stow? You're at 3 miles an hour? Don't care. How much did you actually stow? And they would go by pallet. Or by tag, rather. So what you would do is you would wait like a dickhead and wait for a pallet with a bunch of tags on it, and you'd steal that, and you just kind of spread out your tags along the day so it looked like you were working. No one ever told me how to do any of that, so I couldn't do that.
Ooh, a gentleman club.
Lovely. How many strip clubs are here?
We're in tourist Miami. A lot. I think Miami's where college kids often go to, like, party. But regardless.
Go on. I didn't know how to do any of that, so they only taught me how to do the big pallets, which are worthless for your rate.
Hello.
But since no one else is going to do them, they yelled at me to do them, and then promptly yelled at me for my rates being bad. I don't know what they wanted me to do.
It was amazing. We'd walk into the facility with a smile, and immediately upon seeing him enter the security doors, they would go, reach. Or not even reach, they would go 6 foot, 12 foot.
They wouldn't even say hi. They were just like 6 foot. I'm like, okay.
It was, what was it, 6 foot or 8 foot?
6 foot.
I mean, well, oh yeah, there were
6
4 foot and 6
foot.
foot. They would just go 6 foot.
I'm like, okay.
4 foot. 6 foot.
They wouldn't even say hi, to which part I just stopped acknowledging they existed.
Sometimes he would go, hi, and they'd go, 4 foot.
Hi, 6 foot. Alright.
Yeah. This was not a pleasant place to work. See, I wouldn't recommend working at Amazon.
Don't work for indescript warehouse.
That said, if you need money, it's a living.
Oh, it's great if you need a lot of money in a short amount of time.
For like literal barely any qualifications, and the $1,000 bonus is after a month in a lot of facilities. Don't quote me on that. There's different amounts for different places.
Get your bonus and leave.
Yeah.
We had a family of like 6 who all came in, and they worked for a little bit, and they all got their bonus and left together. So inbound just became depopulated in like 5 minutes.
I mean, that's just if you have a whole family come in and work, that's $6,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. They were smart.
Like, they literally said, all right, all of us are going to Amazon for like a month, and we're getting our money.
I think they got the 3-month bonus actually.
Oh shit, if they got the 3-month bonus, then they were
They
rolling.
walked out with like 18 grand.
Yeah, so if you get the
whatever, dude.
if you get the $3,000 bonus, it's after the first month, $1,000. After the third month, $2,000.
Yeah.
Although it's taxed.
Tax split across whatever, different amounts, different locations. Don't quote us on anything.
But for us, that's how it worked.
That's how it worked in our specific circumstance.
So yeah, that family of 6, they just straight out made.
They made shmoney.
They made, because it's also, I think it was 23 an hour minimum.
No.
No, it was 20 an hour roughly, is what it came out to.
It's like $19.50.
$19.50, but $1 bonus because of night shift.
Yeah, it was a $2.50 bonus or $2.25 night shift differential.
So it was like 21 an hour for us.
You were making shmoney.
Yeah, and on overtime, especially double OT, it could be like 40, which at that point, you're making as much as someone with a nursing degree in some places.
Yeah, you were getting slaved, but you were making some shmoney. Is it worth it? Debatable.
If you're able to leave, worth it. If you're not able to leave, I pity you.
Do you want to bust your ass around the Christmas season and get bingo bongo bucks? I'd say it's pretty worth it.
Yeah.
They will do mandatory overtime, but you get like time and a half, which is it worth it?
It's comparable money to what I made being a web developer.
I made like 30 something an hour.
Yeah. Did he just...
Went through the plastic pipes? Yes.
I guess those plastic pipes are breakable?
No, they just bent.
That... Okay, so it looked to me like somebody just drove through solid material.
You just clipped through it.
Imagine... How many... Those are broken. How many people do this?
Why do you think there's a fine?
Alright. Wait, can you like somehow get that so that they could see what I'm seeing?
Okay.
Tell me that these look like something you could drive through.
Those
Please
things.
turn it sideways so that our fucking... I'm pretty sure you just put it upside down.
Dude, I don't care.
Okay.
It's fine.
Whatever.
Everything's great. Those bars.
Yeah, apparently these are just bendable. And a man just went...
You just went right through them.
I'm sorry. The fucker put on no clip. Anyway, we are somewhat... Wait, what's the cringe way that people always say this in Tinder? Oh yeah, we're gamers, by the way.
Shut your whore mouth. No, that's fucked. Damn it.
No.
Oh no, I
No.
fucked it.
It's literally fine. It's back to how it was.
Great.
So
If that's
great.
any different, too bad.
We've hit city traffic.
So we're gonna be here for a while.
Well, it's a podcast. What's something else we could talk about?
My other time working at Amazon.
Your other time working at Amazon was fairly painless, wasn't it?
No. It was also riddled with not teaching me how to do anything. And then expecting me to do it.
Why'd you go back?
Money.
Fair enough.
It was money to save for this trip.
Honestly, I would have gone with him if I thought more of it.
I told you to, and you just told me no. To which I just went, I understand.
I think I mean, I did DoorDash instead. I made like
Yeah.
1,000, not nearly comparable to you, but
I suffered for the money. It was not worth it. Don't do it again. Unless it's like about big money.
honestly, when you come back from the trip, you just need to find a permanent career. Or if not a permanent career, like
Not at Amazon.
something you can do.
I needed
that isn't
somewhere where I
Amazon.
could work for 2 months and then not have any qualms about leaving. So I went
Yeah.
to Amazon again because I did not give a fuck about cutting that bridge. Fun fact, if you get fired from Amazon, you're only blacklisted for like a year.
Yeah, but if you quit, you're literally barely blacklisted for a week.
Yep.
So what some people do is they go, oh shit, I'm gonna get fired because I broke the rules. Quit. They're back in a week.
Yep. Quit. Literally get rehired in a week. Sometimes at the same spot.
Yeah, and they go, oh, you're back. And it's like, yep. Sun pass only? I'm sorry, is there a special Florida Easy Pass?
Probably.
I hate this state. That's not true. I have strong feelings of mediocrity towards the state. Orlando's a fucking tourist trap.
You're getting censored currently.
Why?
The sun is censoring your face.
Good. They'll never know who's bitching about Florida.
Oh no. Help. Please.
I can't see myself.
Yeah, no.
Ah! No, I mean I can't see myself. Ooh, how about this? We were making a song.
Oh yeah, that's in progress. Currently. I'm being bullied into making a country song.
I wanted to make a song by the time we were done. That's like one of the goals, spoiler alert, but it's okay because who watches long podcasts in this day and age? Aside from people who are driving.
Help. I'm being eaten by the sun.
Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to make a song, and there's a clip at some point that we'll upload of us trying to use music making software and getting assaulted by complete musical techno jumble and just kind of having to accept that we're gonna need to figure something else out. If I'm gonna figure out how to make custom music without any instruments, it's not gonna be on this road trip. Because there's just not a means. We Googled it, we tried. We have the click.
It's a nightmare. You know what a square tone is?
It was talking about like the sine waves of the volume.
Sine waves, square tones, circle tones.
Lower it by 5 times.
And they're just like, okay.
Make it 12 semitones higher pitched while lowering it by 5 syllables and making it speak in sympathetic arsenals. And it's like, what are you talking about?
It's like, stop. Stop.
And it's like, that's a trumpet. What?
And then we give up.
We could still use the software for recording, but the easiest thing to do would be to have MIDI instruments where you could, say, hey, make this instrument play this sound, as opposed to trying to make, what are they, sympathizers? Synthesizers. Not sympathizers. Those are
a completely different statement.
Yes. There's synthesizers that you can make custom, and we just...
No.
Yeah. So in our music making career, what we did instead is we looked up free, pre-made loops on YouTube. And we're gonna add lyrics to it and make a song, hopefully. We've got 20 bars of chorus to fill in still. Which just...
It's hard.
Anyone who knows music hears that and goes, what the fuck are they doing?
It's wildin', dude.
This would be a beautiful view if I wasn't being assaulted.
It'd be a great view if the sun wasn't in my retinas.
Also, how much pollution is over there? Jesus.
Yes.
It literally... The sky looks like it's hazy.
I think it's just an effect of the sunset, honestly.
Alright, well someone is... Is that a lane? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is a lane. We're good. I mean, earlier today we got to watch somebody drive on the grass to get around a truck.
Yeah, there's so many people here. That can't be understated. Ooh. I know what we can talk about.
Good.
Why are there no good video games? Full stop.
Okay.
okay?
We can talk about that if we want to talk about that.
I mean, we've got to kill the next, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 10
Yeah,
minutes.
that's fair. Yeah, we can talk about that.
Right, so let's start with something near and dear to our hearts. There's not a single good shooter on the market right now.
Fact.
We have been disappointed by Battlefield 2042, Call of Duty, full stop. Last
in
good one was
general.
2019.
2019 was good, and then they broke it. But you
Overwatch
actively can't play it.
Quite literally stopped being a shooter
And started being not a shooter.
and started sucking and being toxic and horrid. Which, considering that game started out with a slight toxicity issue, is amazing. But, you know, it went from people having fun to people sweating their balls off just to, you know, play goats or...
Gotta win quick play.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
I mean, I know that anyone here is like, oh, goats is so dead, though. It's been the same meta for like a fucking year, guys. They've not given an update. Your game is dead, accept it.
I don't play Overwatch.
Good.
I was smart. I kept to my Call of Duty until it
2019.
turned poopy. I played
Right.
2019.
2019 turned into Warzone only, basically. If you want to play that multiplayer, you need Warzone.
Warzone is fucked at the moment.
Warzone has swimming cars.
They have flying cars.
Swimming car. The cars fly by swimming. They don't. They don't like fly. They literally go.
All right, so the hacker
like a
problem in
dolphin.
Warzone is a bit bad.
It-
You ever fly a helicopter and then get hit by a jeep, and then the jeep turns and then goes to hit a pedestrian?
They've got fucking
There's an issue.
missile locked jeeps. Oh my god.
Oh, but the piece there is stones. What game have we been playing?
We have been playing Destiny 2.
Woo! A totally balanced game with no issues whatsoever, and a really competitive multiplayer.
There's not
Right?
even a competitive mode.
There's competitive. There's a competitive mode. Glory. You rank into glory.
There's not matchmaking in Glory.
Yeah, there is.
Is there?
Yeah. There is low glory matchmaking and hate your life glory matchmaking. Anything over mythic, you're fucked. It is an experience where the game gets actively worse the higher your rank gets.
You will either go against death squads of sweats, or you will go against lag swamps. People who you quite literally will watch teleport around, and that's just that. They will kill you while doing that. I'm not
Sucks.
balanced at all. Your other option to play as a shooter is Valorant.
Want to play Valorant?
No.
No one wants to play Valorant.
So
You don't want to play Valorant. You end up playing Valorant.
okay, we've gone over the shooters that exist. You know what? Talk about Battlefield. So we mentioned briefly what shooters are out. I'm gonna talk about Valorant for a second because Destiny 2 I can summarize very easily. It's a completely horrible, unbalanced mess where special weapons completely dominate and basically ruin the general gunplay of the game because if you challenge a special weapon with anything primary, you just lose in 9 out of 10 engagements.
I have a better summary here.
What?
Destiny 2 is won by whoever refuses to play Destiny 2 harder.
Yeah. You just play things that cheat your opponent
Cheese
out of
harder.
playing the game.
Just cheese harder.
In a
the game.
competitively balanced game, those easy win strats get patched. In Destiny 2, they fucking don't.
Can you imagine like CSGO or something? People found a cheese where you can just like rapid fire off or some shit.
Yeah.
How fast that would be patched out.
Yeah. Just... Oh, the auto sniper is now one-shot body shotting. Patched. Instantly.
It's the auto. It's not even like it's something like that. It's people have figured out how to like quick swap the op to cause problems.
Yeah.
Like people are using the op immediately frame one switching to the deagle and getting shots like that.
Yeah, it's like, okay, people are opping and dropping the op to instantly pull out the deagle and they can shoot in 0 time, allowing you to basically have a sidearm with your op. Fixed. Gone. Done. Destiny just leaves that.
No.
Destiny
adds mods to make it worse.
Yeah, there's just a lot of issues with Destiny that make it...
No fun.
It's so close to being fun. But then it's just not the higher you go. Because people will abuse the things harder.
So here's what I think the issue is. It's a PvE game that has a PvP tacked onto it. And you can't have both. Because it shared a sandbox for forever.
Well, everything that works, everything they have there could feasibly work if it was custom balanced to work.
Think World of Warcraft PvP.
Yeah.
What a fun experience. Hell no. Hell no it isn't. But here you are. Do it anyway.
Anyway, so we can both talk about Destiny. Let's talk about Valorant.
Oh.
Valorant is a game.
Period.
I don't want to diss on it too hard, because honestly, as a tactical competitive shooter, it's great. It's fine. I have issues with the fact that its replayability feels relatively low, because the maps are still kind of samey and limited, but they're getting better at that. But mostly it's just every map will play out very similarly, except for the newer ones.
Around.
We're not.
Blatantly. See the traffic?
So the traffic is quite literally gridlocked for the last like 2 miles.
It's like 2-3 miles of gridlock the other way.
Right, so we're gonna keep going until we can't no more. Valorant is a really fun tactical shooter that is made around the idea that when you play Valorant, you're going to log on and sweat your balls off. It's fine. I enjoy it for what it is. It's not a turn your brain off and have fun shooter.
It's like a Call of Duty.
It's not a Call of Duty when Call of Duty was at its peak, where you could just run around and shoot and have fun. You'll have games where you just sit there staring at nothing for actually 2 minutes. And that's your life.
Kind of like Rainbow Six.
You can talk about that on your own.
Yeah.
But if you take it for what it is, Valorant is a fine game. It's just not really fun. You'll have very good shots of dopamine if you play it and get good at it, but
the pop-offs feel great. The average gameplay does not.
The average gameplay does not, and a bad game feels really bad. If you don't like CSGO, it's like they took the competitive aspect of CSGO and doubled down. And then they're trying to make it a hero shooter, but honestly, most characters just feel like their function. There's a few unique characters in it, but
a few unique problems.
Yeah.
Won't.
Jet.
Anyway.
A lot of the time, like, you pick Phoenix, what are you doing? Oh, you're a flashbang. With a sort of pseudo-smoke. What do you do with your molly? You heal.
Cool.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the game as much as I'm dissing on it. It's just not a fun game to play with friends unless your friends are all into that hyper sweat mentality.
Yeah.
It's not a shooter. Actually, that's what I'd say. For as much as it's a shooter, and as much as mechanical skill, it really, really is important in that game, it doesn't play like a shooter. It plays like a turn-based thing.
Whereas, it's my team's turn. Oh, we lost.
Like, you can set up, like, 80-20 gunfights, where 80% of the time, you're just gonna win. And that's...
fine.
That's fine. And it's fun in its own way, but it feels too tactical to be a Twitch shooter. You know?
I think that makes sense.
If what you want is... If your main draw of playing a shooter is the shooting, Valorant's not for you.
Yeah.
You won't like it. You'll find it frustrating. If you just want to, like, run around, be quick, pop off, snap to heads, Valorant isn't your game.
Play a different game.
Yeah, no.
Good luck finding one, but play a different game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There isn't another game. Splitgate...
there's another game. Go play Vanguard.
Ugh.
Don't.
Do
you like World War II? You won't.
It's like we're just missing out any of the fun Twitch run around the map, kill people shooters that you can play with friends casually. He's fine. There's a car deciding that he wants to be in 2 lanes at once.
Want to play Halo Infinite? Hope you don't want customization.
Halo Infinite at least has the sandbox shooter feel down. I've heard good things about it. Your best bet for a Twitch shooter is honestly Fortnite, but that's not even a shooter. That's a builder. That's a Twitch builder.
Yeah, have fun. Oh, I fired at a person. He is now Hampton Inn. Okay.
He's
now a tower. All right, cool.
It's fun. I don't like mandatory crossplay. I think that's their biggest mistake. But regardless of that,
Regardless, it sucks to suck. Whatever.
If you want to play Fortnite, you want to play Fortnite. Everyone knows what Fortnite is. If it's not for you, then continue on with the path of there is still no fucking shooter. Oh wait, no. What did you want to say something about Siege?
No.
Good.
You want to play something about Siege? You want to play Siege? Have fun playing with hackers. That's all I really can say about that.
Does the utility of that game get like also stupidly over the top?
Do you wanna have a shooter game where you're a cool run around the map gun guy? You can't do that. There's 9,000 things you have to clear out. Do you have a bad attacking comp? You're not getting in. And that's just full stop. Siege is a nightmare. So
You're sieging a fort.
You are mandated to pick certain characters. Not because you want to play them, but because they're the only people who can get into the building reliably. Because, well, only these characters can get through hard walls. Okay, fine. I guess we have to bring that character. He got sniped off spawn. Great, well, we lost the round.
3 miles.
5 seconds passed and we're out of the... We lost the round.
Yep.
Cool. Good.
We're locked out.
So you bring 2. Fine, you bring 1 for insurance. Okay, well now you have no real good way to keep the bomb planted. Your diffuser planted, my bad. Poop. Well, what about the other 3? Okay, do you want to bring any cool characters? You can't. Why? Well, you have to keep your essentials down so you can get in the damn building.
You want a Thatcher? Bro, I'll run Thatcher.
Banned.
I'll run Thatcher. Damn it!
Banned. They added a ban system in a game where you have to play certain characters, so you can just ban them and then win.
No! I do think we could play Valorant and that'd be fun, but it's not what we're looking for. Anyway.
I don't have PC aim skill.
Basically.
I play on console. Help me. I have less things to play.
Yeah.
But maybe you want to play a game that isn't a shooter.
Like Battlefield 2042?
I said not a shooter, I didn't say Trashfire. What if you want to play, what if you picked up a PS5 and you want to play that Demon Souls remake?
Ugh! What about it? Go on.
It aged like soup.
Soup can age fine, if it's just water.
Kept in dirt.
It aged like buried soup.
Yeah.
Soup. Actually, that would keep food kind of fresh. Sorry, we're getting a little bumpy. You want to take out your phone and actually record the end of 95 soon? I think we're only like a mile away.
Sure.
When it gets to 1 mile. Actually, no, record this. Just record the road. It's fine. You'll hold your arms forward like a jackass for a bit. And then we'll have footage to go with this footage.
Bye, music.
It's fine. We'll just put on shitty Spanish music. That was what was playing earlier. Not all Spanish music is shitty. What we had on was. Anyway. 1 mile. Under 5 minutes. We are reaching the end of 95. So let's finish up our shooter talk. 2042 released as a trash fire. It's basically everything that was fun about Battlefield, but they took it out of the game and forgot about it.
Yeah. It has less weapons than Battlefield 1 has melee weapons.
Less fun things to do. Which you'd think, oh, they boiled it down to the core shooting. No, there's like 1 viable gun. And it's not...
And there's like 6 of them.
Yeah.
Total. The specialist system sucks.
Oh, yeah, you want to be a sniper? Well, pick the dude with a grappling hook. He's an assault? Yeah, but he gets you on high ground.
Womp womp.
That is blatantly just the best high ground to get on in most cases because, he's the only one who could get there. Everything fun about the game, they're also removing or patching.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because in the trailer, they literally showed things like blasting your vehicle with explosives to launch it into a helicopter, and then they removed that.
Did they really?
Yeah, now if you try that, 95 ends. Now if you try that, your vehicle literally moves like 10 feet off the ground, if that.
Great.
I watched them do it to a little motorcycle and it just flipped over. It was like 50 things a C4. Anyway.
Oh, my retinas.
Highway run, into the midnight sun. Desert sun, not midnight sun.
He is stupid.
Vanguard is Vanguard.
Vanguard isn't good. They went, hey, what if we take the engine for 2019 and then make it worse?
Yeah. But, let's not just bitch about shooters unless there's another one to talk about that we forgot entirely.
Can you think of one?
They've not released a new shooter that's not been derivative in so long. Splitgate. Splitgate's okay. I don't like how many one-ways there are. Because that's how the portals work. And I get they did it for CPU limitations, but...
Do you still want this filming?
Until it says we're at the end of 95, yes.
Okay.
I'm looking for a sign. It said 95 ends, but I've not seen...
Where?
Yeah. Hey, look. Vandalism. Me.
Help me.
After this, we're gonna DoorDash for a bit. It's our secret way of making money.
Yep.
Yeah, what could they do to fix shooters? Honestly, I think that people just aren't focusing on the fun anymore. Oh, Apex Legends exists. They're focusing...
That's Battle Royale.
Yeah. It's a shooty Battle Royale, but it has the same issue as Valorant, but in a different way, where, oh, I've had 5 minutes of downtime, versus, oh, I dropped in, didn't get my loot, and died instantly. I think Fortnite handles loot better, which hurts to say.
Really hurts to say.
But, I think that too many shooters just aren't focusing on the fun anymore. Like, Titanfall 2 was all about the fun, and then once they had things that were fun, they balanced them.
Yep. There are not a lot of things that are as balanced as the Titan meta was in that game. Because there were Titans that were strong, but there are other Titans that just fucked them up.
Yeah.
Like Monarch was really strong, and then they went up against an Ion, and they went, fuck!
Why?
Ion has a shield that catches bullets.
Ah.
You'd be playing Monarch, and you'd see a Scorch at long range, and you go, what a fucking nerd, and you'd just annihilate him. And then you'd be playing the same match, and you're playing Monarch, and you come around a corner, and there's a Scorch 5 feet away from you. You go, fuck, shit, fuck, oh god, and you explode.
Yeah, but
And you play, Legion, and you go up against the North Star. If you're at long range, that's not in your favor. If you're 5 feet away from him, he is so far past fucked. But you can actually outplay your way out of it if you're smart. Mm-hmm. And you use your, your immobilizing
I feel like
trap.
games have too many lose conditions now. So a lose condition is a situation in which you've just lost. There is no feasible way to recover it. 9 out of 10 times you will just lose. And there's just so many of those in modern games, I feel. Where it's oh, I just lose. There's no outplaying this. Oh well, fuck.
Yep.
Sucks to suck.
Titanfall does this really good, because even if you lose your Titan and you explode, you just eject and you keep going.
Yeah.
It is hard to really fail like a dickhead.
Yeah, it's hard to feel like the game just cheated you. Destiny 2, you walk around a corner, you've got something I don't know, an auto rifle out, and you see a man revving a fusion rifle, you go,
okay,
I've lost.
You may as well put your controller down.
You've already died. Oh well, you didn't know he was there. He was crouching with this firmly planted god roll.
If you get sniped in Destiny, it's oh, well, of course I got sniped. The gun does it for me. If you get sniped in Titanfall, I'm fucking impressed.
Yeah. The funniest shit was people ejecting out of their Titans getting sniped. Because it was okay.
Fine, dude.
It's I got shit on. Fair enough.
It's he didn't even hit me with a Kraber. He hit me with a double take.
A similar thing
Fine.
is getting sniped out of a vehicle in Battlefield. You just go, alright. I feel like they've lost that a lot in the newer ones.
Yeah.
Because their vehicles have just become stupid.
Do you want an airboat? You want to drive an airboat?
No.
You want to drive a Tesla car?
No.
That's it. No tank?
Why does the airboat go up the buildings?
Dude, I don't know, because they didn't... If go forward, then yes. If below boat, then is ground.
Programming's hard.
Programming is hard. So is whatever this is. Ah, I see.
This whole road. If I didn't stop like that, I feel like we would have got hit in the back. That dude was half paying attention.
Help me.
Hey, come on. Oh no, copyright. I'm singing so perfectly, they're gonna think it's the real song.
Probably.
I hope not. What do you do if you get copyrighted for singing a song without any of the backing?
Die, I guess. Southwest 17 Ave.
At that point, you've just won. I feel like we're not on 95 anymore. In which case, the end of 95 was very anticlimactic.
Yeah, this is US 1 now.
The fuck?
We're on US 1. We're off 95. 95 ends.
Did it. The end of 95, I guess, was just this turn onto
Just
a different
more
highway.
road. Well, okay. Well.
Well. I guess that means this podcast is about done. We're gonna keep going, I guess, for lack of anything better to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then, yeah. What's that? I don't know, I think it was a fun podcast. We talked about a lot of random shit.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah, honestly, we'll call it the long travel podcasts. Assuming that we feel like doing it. This could just very well be our last one ever.
Who knows? Maybe we'll want to do it again.
Yeah, if we have nothing better to do, we'll do a podcast. Otherwise, it's going to probably stick to the shorter vids. I also just would rather enjoy looking around for the most part.
Yeah.
This is a pretty view ahead of us. I guess we'll end it showing you that.
Which means I have to be a camera. Oh, God.
Here we go. Setting sun
There it is.
of Florida. At its almost most southern point. I'll get a picture when we're really there. Actually, fuck, we're not gonna make it there at sunset, are we?
No, we're not.
Well, in that case, let's DoorDash and find a Planet Fitness.
Yep. Well,
Bye.
bye.